Hello everybody. In this video we're going to do a common spatial data engineering task. We're going to take a drawing that shows roads in Europe, and we're going to cut out only those parts of the roads which are located in France. We're going to use we're going to use a Manifold Viewer, which is based on Radian technology. We're going to open this sample file called Merge and Clip Examples, which you can download from the Manifold Viewer downloads page and follow along at home. Double click open regions, and here's a regions map. We're going to use Viewer because Viewer is the read-only version of Radian Studio that is free. Anybody can download and use it. And even though Viewer is read-only, it nonetheless retains all the various spatial data engineering capabilities that Radian has, so you can use it to follow along in examples like this. You can't save the results. If you want to save the results, you're going to have to use real Radian Studio. That's okay, because you can still use Manifold Viewer to follow along, to learn, and to look at some very cool data. Now, the roads that we want to cut out is this drawing right here, which is called roads. As you can see, this actually shows the Roman roads throughout the Mediterranean basin in Europe in the extent of the old Roman Empire. And we want to cut out just these roads right here where they overlay in France. Now, to do that, what are we going to do? We're going to first union all these different regions of France, which are right now separate polygonal areas, as we can see by control-clicking on one to select it. And we're going to union all those to form a single area that's all of France. And then we're going to use that area to cookie cut the roads. This is very, very easy to do in Radian. So we're going to click Edit, Transform. And then here we're going to choose Union Areas. We did this in a related example. That's also one of the videos on our YouTube channel, the Manifold Sales YouTube channel. And we click Add Component. And that creates a new drawing without changing the old one. We can close it, didn't change the old one. And if we open the new drawing, we see that it is one area which is all of France. We're going to use this one to cookie cutter the roads. And to do that work, we're going to do all that in a map. A map is a Radian component. Right-click on this drawing to create a map based on that drawing. A map is a component which allows you to have multiple layers, which allows us to see things together. So we're going to drag and drop the roads layer into that map. And we can see how the roads layers extends past the boundaries of France here, all the different objects. And we want to just cookie cut this so that we only get those parts of the roads which are within France. That also is extremely easy to do. And the way we'll do that and zoom to France here. The way we'll do that is we'll click on the roads layer to make it the active layer. Then we'll choose Edit, Transform. And here we will choose Overlay Topology Intersect. Now, we understood that's the magic template to use out of the hundreds that are available by reading the user manual. And if we do this frequently, we'll know that's the one to use. So we just click Add Component. Thinks for a second. And it creates a new component, again without changing the old data. And if you want to see how that new component looks, and here it is right here, we can drag and drop that into the France drawing, and we can see if we zoom in here, right click and drag to zoom, that it really did trim those roads so that each one ends exactly at the edge of the boundaries of France. Let's color that roads layer so that we can use it in other action without getting confused over which layer is which. And we're going to click this color, change this color from black to, say, green. And let's make it a slightly less saturated green by clicking the custom. A little bit lighter, a little bit less saturated, a little bit lighter, and click OK and apply. And that's what we're going to use. And now what we'll do is we'll drag and drop the original regions drawing here. And we'll do something else that's interesting. Right now, all these roads, if we take a look of the roads that we just trimmed, overlaid on the regions, I'm going to zoom into this box right here. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these roads using a Control-Shift box, which will select all the lines that touch any part of the box. And you can see that all the original roads are single line segments as they were in that original Romans roads database. Now, suppose at the same time that we clipped all these roads, zoom here to region. At the same time that we clipped all these roads, we cut them out of the main roads network just to fit France. Suppose what we wanted to do was to also cut them by the individual regions. So that way they say so that this road right here would end right here at this region, and this would be a different segment there, two separate lines. That too is very easy to do. And the way we do that, let's click this off, and we'll click this on. This is the original roads network. If we zoom back out, we can see that it's all the roads there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to choose Edit, Transform, Overlay Topology Intersect, and then here in this overlay, instead of the regions table, union table area drawing that we used earlier, which was all of France, we're just going to use the regions drawing, which means we're going to use each of these individual regional areas as a cookie cutter to cut out from the roads just that one spot. Great. So now let's click Add Component, close. I'm going to double click this off, and let's see what this new drawing that was created, what that does. If we drag and drop that here, we see it seems to be about the same as what we saw in this drawing that we cut out. Now let's see if we select within this drawing, if the selection is the same. Control Shift, and I'll draw the box to select. And now we see that the lines that we selected, this line here, for example, ends right here at the border of the region. It doesn't extend across the border. What is shown in black on the other side of the border is a different line. So in this usage of the topology overlay, the intersect topology overlay, we cookie cuttered the roads network, but we cookie cuttered it using the individual regions. So we used 21 separate regions to simultaneously cookie cutter the roads network out of Europe. That is how that goes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It demonstrates how we can, in a simple point-and-click way, use polygonal areas in one layer to cookie cut lines that are in a different layer. And if we wanted to, we could have used the areas in the one layer to cookie cut areas in another layer, and so on. And all that happens instantaneously, virtually, in a point-and-click dialog. We could have used SQL if we wanted to. That'd be easy enough. But for such simple, straightforward things, it's often easier just to use a point-and-click dialog, even if you know SQL very well. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and goodbye from Radianland. Thanks for watching. Well, that was fun. If you want to see more, visit us at www.manifold.net. As always, Manifold delivers the world's most advanced, highest quality spatial products for GIS and DBMS at a low price that you can afford. Once again, that's manifold.net. See you soon.